Alright guys, how's it going? Hope you guys are doing alright. Hope you guys are enjoying 2.5. I hope you guys are if you guys are wishing for Yae Miko, I hope you got Yae Miko. And you guys are saving for someone in the future, I hope you get that person you want in the future. But this is for the people who were on the fence about Yae Miko, considering wishing for Yae Miko, or gonna wish for Yae Miko.
Personally, I think the idea
But they want to hear what people have to say first.
Beautiful.
You're any one of those,
Alas,
or if you're
that is
just
simply
wanting to
not the
watch this
way
for the
the
hell
world
of it,
works.
welcome. Hit that like and subscribe button. Helps with the YouTube algorithm. Hit that notification bell so you're informed anytime I upload any content or go live. And hop down in the comments and let me know what you're thinking about 2.5 and about Yae Miko. I want to hear about it. So, I've been playing Yae Miko. I got her. And I've been testing her. I've been trying artifact sets on her. I've been doing what I can with what I got. I haven't done the story yet, so my character's only at a certain level, and my talents are only at a certain level. So, what are my thoughts? So far, I think Yae Miko is a fine sub DPS. Main DPS, I can't see it. Her scaling on her auto attacks is just fine. It's nothing spectacular, but it's nothing bad. Scaling on her auto attacks so far has just been fine. When it comes to her sentry she drops, it does fine damage. In fact, that's probably one of the shining parts about her kit is her little sentry she drops. Also, her ult is a nuke. When you have her ult and you set up the ult, it's going to do nasty damage, especially if you can get it leveled up to somewhere up there around 8, 9, or 10, especially 10. If you crown her ult, it's going to be doing some crazy damage.
Right here.
I mean, you can see right there, her sentries do.
Right now, emerge.
They're doing work. They are doing work. If you can get the crit's gonna do work. But there are issues, but I'm not gonna get to them just yet. First off, I want to talk about her kit. Like I said, sentries do good damage. Ult I haven't shown you yet, but trust me, it does really good damage. First, one of the things I want to touch on is Elemental Mastery is not what you want to build for with Yae Miko. If you can what this is there for is that if you get Elemental Mastery on any of your artifacts, your Elemental Mastery that you do have will benefit you. And the reason why I say don't build Elemental Mastery is because the percentage is so low. Like I said, let me right there. It's 0.15. It's not necessary. It's just an added touch. We're talking literally putting a cherry on your ice cream. Do you need that cherry? No. But is the cherry a nice touch? Yes. That is what this passive is there for. Is for the nice touch. So, 2 weapons I've tested so far are Winsif. Winsif has been really good. Winsif has actually been great. I've been playing the last few minutes Sacred Winds. Sacred Winds has been doing really good. If you have Winsif or Sacred Lost Prayer of the Sacred Winds, run those. Hakushin Ring is just there as a free-to-play option. You could use Hakushin Ring, but if you have anything else, if you have Winsif, if you have Memory of the Dust, if you have Lost Prayer, If you even have Solar Pearl, use those over Hakushin Ring. Hakushin Ring has bad scaling. Its energy recharge is just decent. Yes, when I get to energy recharge, yes, this gives you what you need, but there is going to be an option down the road, very shortly down the road. It's a free to play weapon that's going to come from the event that's coming up that will do you better than Hakushin. But now I want to get to my next point. Yae Miko, even though she is a fine sub DPS character, even though she looks great, don't get me wrong, Yae Miko is an amazing looking character. Yae Miko is a breathtaking character. In the looks department and the aesthetic department, Yae Miko is great looking. Trust me. She's blowing me away with her looks. When it comes to her personality and her character, she is cool as hell. I love her, the way she cryptically speaks, hides little innuendos in her speech, how you can tell that she kind of walks that gray line when it comes to how she wants to handle situations. I mean, like in one of her idol animations, she has her fox eat a bird. It's pretty wicked. She is a cool character. So don't get me wrong, I love her character. But Yae Miko has some flaws. One, I want to get this out there. This character is currently bugged on two fronts. On one front, she is bugged for PC. Whenever you activate her alt on PC, you will not be able to move your mouse for a handful of seconds. Literally, you pop her alt, you won't be able to move. And it'll last for just a few seconds. Whereas if you activated your alt like with Zhongli, drop the alt, immediately be able to move. With Yae Miko, after you pop her alt, you're just going to stand there for a few seconds and then move. So that could get you fucked if you are in a tight situation like in the Spiral Abyss, where you want to just pop your ult and then run away. So on PC, there's that bug. On console, where I play on PS4, I haven't seen that bug. Luckily, that's not a bug on console. Another instance where Yae Miko is bugged is that she has weird prioritizing on targeting. And I've noticed this on a couple occasions. Here we go. I'll just take that.
Games. Right now.
Is that she'll just start targeting weird shit. And when I say she, I mean her sentries. Like, there they go. She's, as you can tell, she's not prioritizing
Eternity.
Dvalin.
Right now.
She's prioritizing the little butterflies or fairies over here in the corner. As a not chat. And the weird thing is that that's actually a bug that's been in the game. It's just that we never noticed it because where these things have a pretty good range, as you can see, Oz will shoot at it too. So it's a bug that's been in the game. It's just that we never noticed it because Oz doesn't have the range that Yae Miko's turrets have.
Now you've got my attention. Right here. Emerge.
Ooh, just pull that out. So here they are. And there they go. They're going back to attacking the fairies. Or the butterflies, whatever you want to call them. So that's the thing. There's weird prioritizing of enemies when it comes to Yae Miko sentries. And this is not just an issue I've seen with the fairies or the little butterflies that you see in this boss battle here. And it's probably going to be an issue if you were ever in an instance where you're fighting enemies that happen to be near those little butterfly or fairy creatures. Another instance is when you're fighting the Electro-Lotro. The Electro-Lotro will throw out these purple electro spikes that are sticking out of the ground, and they'll blow up near you if you stay around them long enough. Well, the sentries will even prioritize those things over the Electro-Lotro. So that's just another instance of weird prioritizing with the sentries. That's going to have to be fixed because that can be really annoying. So there's that. There's two bugs that so far have been noticed about Yae Miko. One, it's more so on the PC side of things. One, it's actually an issue overall with the game.
This place is pretty dead.
When it comes to Yae
Miko.
I mean,
there's nothing to kill.
So, what is other issues? Now, besides bugs, another issue when it comes to Yae Miko is really an issue that I've noticed when it comes to team building. And this is not really Yae Miko's fault. It's the electro element itself. Electro resonance is probably one of the weaker resonance in the game. And when you're running Yae Miko, you need 2 electro characters. You can't get around it. The reason is because Yae Miko has a 90 cost ult. That 90 cost ult, and trust me, we're going to get more into this. This 90 cost ult is a pain in the ass. So why I say you need to run electro resonance is because you got to work around that electro. You're going to have to run around that. You're going to have to run around that ult. You're going to have to get the energy for that. So that's why I say you're going to need to run 2 electro characters at the very least. And part of that is electro resonance. It is one of the weakest resonances in the game. You get 40% damage from Hydro, 40% less damage from Hydro. And when you activate Superconduct Overload Electro Charge, you have a 100% chance to generate electro elemental particles. Okay. Fine. That's fine. But you're just benefiting electro characters. I mean, yes, that kind of makes sense, but that's really all you're getting. If you activate a resonance or an elemental reaction that deals with electro, you're going to get a 100% chance to generate electro elemental particles. Fine. Okay. Now, what else? If you look at look at Pyro, 25% attack. That's actually really good. That's all you need. Soothing Water increases healing by 30%. All right, cool. I mean, Impetuous Winds, stamina consumption decreased by 50%, increases movement speed by 10%, shortens the skill cooldown by 5%. That's actually really good. Shattering Ice, crit rate against opponents affected by cryo or frozen, increases by 50%. That's actually really good. Crit rate is Geo. Geo just has a lot of shit going for it. But yes, why don't you increase the elemental Why doesn't Electro, if Electro is all about energy recharge, give me the Electro particles, but also increase energy recharge by a percentage. Yeah, you know what? That actually sounds great. Give me the increased elemental particles and increase the team's energy recharge by like 15 to 25%. That would actually make running electro resonance even better. And this also goes to the next part about electro as an element. Not just the electro resonance itself is kind of underwhelming, but if you ever looked at what electro has as its team, like, if you ever looked at the characters for Electro, it's just Yae Miko, sub DPS, Raiden Shogun, sub/main DPS, Fujo Sora, sub DPS, and buff support. That's it. Her support is just giving a buff. Main DPS, Fischl, sub DPS, Beidou, sub DPS, but also can be used as main DPS. Razor, main DPS. Lisa, sub DPS. And don't give me the thing about any character. My character's a main DPS. My Lisa's a main DPS. My Beidou's a main DPS. My Fischl's a main DPS. Listen to me carefully. Any character can be a main DPS if you overinvest. It's just that certain characters are better at being a main DPS than others. So, yes, you can build a Lisa as your main DPS. But if I compare your Lisa to characters that are designed to be a main DPS, my character that's designed to be a main DPS is going to out DPS your Lisa.
Founded paradise for Fischl, and the princess and...
So, again, any character can be a main DPS if you overinvest. We're looking at the roles these characters play their best at. So, looking at what I just listed, these characters don't fit any other role besides main DPS and sub DPS. So when you're team building for Electro, and you're trying to get Electro resonance, and you're trying to make sure everyone's fitting a good role, you have no choice in the matter when it comes to who you're going to pair Yae Miko with. Your options are just a sub DPS and a main DPS, which means the other two members of your team are going to have to fit the other roles. So let me give you an example. If I wanted to run, again, I'm trying to build a team that's optimal for Yae Miko. If I wanted to run Raiden Shogun as one of her best characters to pair with, and I wanted to build a Taser team at the same time, so I could get the Hydro reaction with Electro. Well, I need Child for my Hydro. If I want, and then I'm going to have to literally decide, well, do I want Zhongli for the stupid shield? And when I say stupid, I mean like stupidly OP shield? Or do I want a healer? Or am I going to have to switch out, let's say, Child for Barbara?
We can do this.
And then, well, I guess maybe Raiden Shogun will be my main DPS. See, this is exactly where the issue is going to fall. Because, well, maybe I want to run Child as my main DPS.
Need to end a few enemies?
Well, I guess I could just wish that Electro had maybe an Electro healer, or maybe I can wish that there was like a Diona version, like an Electro Diona. That way I can get shields and heals. That's really where the issue lies. Like, well, one of the issues is that Electro doesn't fit any other role besides sub DPS and main DPS. Now, we're going to go back to that one other issue. 90 cost alt. I get it, Mahoyo. I get it, Mahoyo. I get it, Hoyoverse, as you guys are now being called. Yae Miko has a super powerful alt. I get it. I 100% get it. But why? Why does it have to be a 90? Because Electro, what you guys are going to have to do is either adjust this alt or give Electro Resonance an added ER energy recharge buff. Or change one of these passives. Make it to where Elemental Mastery increases Yae Miko's energy recharge. Or maybe better yet, make it to where it continues to give this 15% damage buff to the skill, but also, based on our Elemental Mastery, gives an Elemental Recharge buff. Because if you guys are want this 90 cost ult, it's so dumb. Because I'm trying to build toward damage, but I'm also going to have to build towards just energy recharge. The 90 cost alt is actually hurting the character more than it's helping. And the fact that Electro doesn't fit any other role besides main DPS and sub DPS hurts team composition. Because I have no choice but to pair Yae Miko with another either sub DPS or main DPS. And the worst part about this is, and this is the icing on top of the cake. The one thing right now in the game that can help with the energy issue with her 90 cost ult, the one thing in the game that can actually help work around this is locked behind her C1. Each time her ult activates, Yae Miko will restore 8 elemental energy for herself. So basically what's happening is that so basically every time she activates her ult, her little sentries will be consumed, and if you have 3 on the ground, you are getting 8 times 3 elemental energy for Yae Miko. That's going to be 24. It's 24 energy, which is going to be a good size jump toward her ult. So right now, if you wanted to get a good workaround for her ult, you'd have to go and get 2 Yae Mikos. Pretty scummy. That Hoyoverse put out a character that already has bugs with her gameplay, is part of a element that only fits main DPS and sub DPS, has a 90 cost ult, which makes the character kind of a pain in the ass to use. And the one thing right now in the game that can help work around it is behind a C1, so you have to get 2 copies of her to get that C1. Obviously, the second copy will activate C1. That is right now the issue with Yae Miko. Is that even though I so far do like the sentry gameplay,
Right here. Emerge.
I do like that.
Right
I
here.
do like putting down the sentries and watching them do the work. That is fun. But I can't deny the issues that are surrounding the character at this very moment. You just can't overlook it. The 90 cost ult is just really unnecessary. Electro as an element still needs work. There are bugs to the character, and it's just kind of sad because this character is a character that I've been looking. I mean, a lot of people have been looking forward to this character. Yae Miko is a fun, cool character, and character-wise, personality-wise, she's really cool. Aesthetic-wise, she is a beautiful character. But it's just there is issues with the gameplay that can't be overlooked. And hopefully, Hoyo or Hoyoverse, whatever they're trying to call themselves at the moment, I'm assuming it's Hoyoverse now. I'm really hoping that they can make adjustments. I'm hoping that they can fix the bugs. That way, it helps with the quality of life when it comes to our gameplay. But I'm also hoping that sometime in the near future, they can fix things when it comes to the electro element. And maybe, just maybe, fix some of the energy recharge issues or the 90 cost ult issue when it comes to her kit. Because the 90 cost ult, it kind of sucks. I don't when I saw that, when I pulled up her ult and I saw that 90, my first reaction was just literally shaking my head because I knew this was going to be a pain in the ass to work around when I saw it. I understand her ult's powerful, but a 90 cost ult is not fun to work with. The only character that has a high cost ult that's actually fun to work around is the Raiden Shogun herself, and that is because she actually gets stronger the higher her energy recharges. So there's a balance there. Yeah, the Raiden Shogun has a high cost ult, but with that high energy recharge, they balance each other out. Yae Miko doesn't have that. With Yae Miko, I got a 90 cost ult and nothing in her kit that benefits from having a high energy recharge other than recharging the ult. So I'm building, if I chose to build that energy recharge up, the only thing I'm sacrificing damage. Like, let's say if I put an energy recharge sands on her, I'm sacrificing damage to build her ult. Well, to help fuel her ult. And yes, I could run Emblem, but I'm also now lacking damage for her skill.
Personally, I
So,
think the idea of things staying the same forever is quite
that
beautiful.
the 90
Alas,
cost ult,
that is
if
simply
they're
not the
going to
way the
either
world
do
works.
something similar to what they did with Raiden, or we're just going to have a character with a huge ult that's not really that fun to work around. Right now, for me, Yae Miko's fun when I'm playing with her skill, but the ult, I'm just, if I get it, great. But that's my thoughts. Make sure to hit that like and subscribe button, hit that notification bell, and hop in the comments if you have anything you want to discuss. What are you thinking about Update 2.5? What are you thinking about Yae Miko? What do you think? Do you think she's fine where she is? Do you think that you have similar thoughts to me? Let me know. I'll catch you guys later.